the game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Houston Cougars and the Rice Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with Coach Abel before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Rice Owls offense to go on the attack first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive
might have a chance. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Owls are facing 3rd and inches. Wide receiver going in motion.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Houston Cougars offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we get a look at Mekhi Hughes. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Looking for a crease. It's Hughes. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. The 20. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The option look. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Brown will throw it. Complete. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Plows through the defense. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll keep it on the ground. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the draw, it's Jackson. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Snags it and he's open. They are on the move as they... First down, they'll spot it at the 28.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
On the run, it's Jackson. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Makes a catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll run the counter. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying play action. On the run, still looking. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Cougars! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. The option, he'll keep it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Falk. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Now on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. On the option. Got a little space. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking for a man, it's Wegman. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Pulls it in at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. On the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go.
Got a little grass. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. He's looking to pass. Swings it out to his running back. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Really, really smart job by your QB. Knowing exactly what's going on, knowing the situation. It's 3rd down, man. Survey the field, but don't force it. Don't make a mistake. Let your guy do the work. Great job dropping it off to the running back. He does the rest. Move the sticks and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll run the counter. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. The sure hands. It's Thomas. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Sanford. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to the counter. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Fears the pressure. Hauls it in. Turning it on. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
Running inside. It's Hughes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Holds it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive. Turnover.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Off play action on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab down the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires one high and deep. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Louisville taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, the Cougars head coach told me at the half they are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Wegman. Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Goes to the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. The give on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down Rice. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That's a massive play by the defense. They were not fooled. 2nd and inches. They thought pass was a possibility. They get the sack, and now they force the offense in a 3rd and long situation.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. And his receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, checking in from the Houston sideline. There is so much...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The run inside, it's Hughes. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Fires to the big fella. Got room at the 35. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great way.
Makes the grab in their space. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Lets it fly. Makes the catch on the left. All the way. Touchdown, Cougars. Now Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy.
Breaks into the open. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Tight end now in motion. Here comes the option. The keeper on the option. There's a crease. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Motion from the wide receiver. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the run, it's Hughes. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage. But they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football, nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Running inside, it's Hughes. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
It's caught. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Could be an alley. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a good example of what...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey, guys, checking in from the Houston sideline. I can see a developing situation with their...
Gonna let it fly. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Cougars. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Pocket breaking down. And they got him. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. Plucks it out of the air. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Houston! And the stomping has commenced.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he added the extra point.
That makes the score Houston 35, Rice 9.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll do it himself. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Going to the run, it's Sanford. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Fires to the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but
Snags it, and there's running room. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Houston, 42. Rice, 9.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
there's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out